Assalamu alaikum, our dear students, and welcome to a new lesson for our school, Qatar Technical School. And this is an English lesson for grade 10 using the Technical English Book 1. The title of today's lesson is Directions 1. Before we start the lesson, let's have a look at the objectives. We have two objectives for today's lesson. The first one is learning vocabulary about directions. The other objective is describing the movement of planes and helicopters. To be able to follow this lesson, please, I'm asking you to open the course book, page 26. Before we start the lesson, we need to learn some important vocabulary. As you see, this is a plane. And what is the plane doing? It's taking off. Okay. What direction is the plane taking off? It's this way, like this arrow. So we call this diagonally up. It is moving up, yes, but it's not straight. It's diagonally, بزاوية, بميل. So repeat please, diagonally up, diagonally up. Also, when the plane goes down, it goes in this direction. Okay, it goes down, yes, but not straight. It goes, try to guess the word. Yes, it's diagonally down, diagonally down. So the plane or the aeroplane moves diagonally up and diagonally down. The movement of the plane is different from the movement of the helicopter. As you see, the helicopter in this picture or in this photo is going down, but it's the way it's going down, it's different from the aeroplane. It's going like this arrow. So we call this vertically down, vertically down. Okay, vertically عموديا أو رأسيا. And now we see this helicopter. It goes this way, so like this arrow. So we call this vertically up, vertically up. Okay, so we have learned diagonally up, diagonally down, vertically down, and vertically up. Okay, now here in the book we have to label this diagram using the words here: backwards, down, forwards, sideways, and up. Okay, so if you look at this man, you will see number one, there is an arrow. Number two, there is another arrow. Okay, look carefully at number two, because it has two directions. Number 3, 4, and 5. Please pause the video, try to guess the answers for this, to label the diagram, and then come back for checking the answers. Okay, now let's check the answers together. Number 1, what is the direction? It's up, up. Very good. Number 2, excellent. It's sideways, sideways. It means to the right, to the left, backward, forward, and so on. But mainly it means sideways, to the right and to the left. Okay, number 3, backwards. Very good. Backwards. Number 4, the movement is down, down. And number 5 is forwards, forwards, forwards. Good. Now let's repeat the words together so that we learn them well. Up, sideways, backwards, down, and forwards. Very good. Now let's move to the next exercise. Okay, here number 2, the question reads like this. Which directions can planes and helicopters fly? Tick the boxes. For example, we have direction forwards, backwards, up and down, sideways. And we have 2 columns, one for the plane and one for the helicopter. Now let's take the first direction, forwards. Can the plane move forwards? Of course. So here we put a tick. Now the helicopter. Can the helicopter move forwards? Yes, of course. So also we tick this box. Backwards. The plane cannot fly backwards, but the helicopter can. Up and down. Yes, for the plane, but in which way? Diagonally. بزاوية. Also for the helicopter, yes, but straight or vertically. You can write straight, you can write vertically. What about sideways? Can a plane fly sideways to the right and to the left? Of course not. And what about the helicopter? Yes. So the plane can move forwards, up and down, and the helicopter can move in all directions, as you see, forwards, backwards, up and down, and sideways. Now let's study this language box. In the first part, we have sentences. It, they, can or can't and cannot fly sideways. For example, if we're talking about the helicopter, we can say it can fly sideways. But if we're talking about aeroplanes, we say they can't or cannot fly sideways. Remember that we use it if we're talking about one thing, and we use they if we're talking about more than one thing. So we use it for the singular and they for the plural. Now, let's move to how to make the question. What do you notice about the blue box? The blue box disappeared from its place and it appeared in another place at the beginning. So this is how we make a question. Can it fly sideways or can they fly sideways? In the question we start with can. Can it fly sideways? And the answer is yes it can or no it can't. Can they fly sideways? The answer is yes they can or no they can't. Please study this box, this language box very well. It helps us how to say if something can do, as if a plane can do something or cannot, and how to make a question and answer the question with a short answer. Okay, now let's apply what we have learned by completing these sentences with can or can't. Now let's read them together. A helicopter flies sideways, but a plane. Number 2, a plane flies sideways, but it can or can't fly forwards. A plane flies straight up, but a helicopter. Number 4, a plane flies straight up, but it flies diagonally. All what you need is to read carefully and fill in the spaces with the word can or can't. Now I'm asking you please to pause the video for a while, try to answer the questions, and then come back later for checking the answers. Okay, now let's check the answers together. Number 1, a helicopter flies sideways. Yes, it can. So a helicopter can fly sideways, but a plane can't. Of course, very good. Thank you. Number 2, a plane can't fly sideways, but it can fly forwards. Excellent. Number 3, A plane can't fly straight up, but a helicopter, excellent, can. And finally, a plane can't fly straight up, very good, but it can fly diagonally. Okay, after we have done all what we are supposed to have and we have achieved the lessons, the objectives, we learned the new words about directions, and we learned how to describe the movement of planes and helicopters. Please don't forget to go to the Teams to do the homework. After watching the video, you have 24 hours to finish the homework. We wish you all good luck, goodbye, and see you later.